a lot of the time is very, very worrying. Not just for Liverpool as a team, for him. And what I mean by that is that can't continue. What's happened this season with him and the amount of times he's been lacking defensively. Now, the problem they've got in that position is they've never had real competition for Trent Alexander-Arnold in that position. And one of the reasons why is because he's been so good. And you think, well, who'd you buy? How much do you spend for someone who's not really going to play every week? But I think Liverpool are at the point now where they've got to go and buy a right-back. Now, that's Jurgen Klopp's decision in terms of how good that right-back is, how much he costs. But that lad needs serious competition because he's been playing now for 5 years at the top level, week in, week out, with no rest, you know, and he's won everything. He's done absolutely fantastic. He's won more than I could ever dream of. And I'm so proud of him, you know, a local lad coming through the ranks. But he needs help. And he needs to, at the end of this season, have a long think about where he is as a right-back, because where he is at the moment, and I've always defended him in that he's played for one of the best teams in the world. So when you play for one of the best teams in the world, as Liverpool are, you do a lot more attacking than you do defending. We all know his defending is not good enough, and I don't think it will ever be good enough. We're talking about a player who's played 260 games. It's not going to massively improve now. So when Liverpool drop off and aren't one of the best teams in Europe, like they have been the last 4 years, now they're one of the pack going for the Champions League. Then you're doing more defending, less attacking. You're seeing the worst traits of Trent and not his strengths going forward. And that is a massive problem. And I thought this problem would rear its head when Klopp left. And maybe Liverpool dropped back to when I was a player, where most season we'd be trying to qualify for top four. If Liverpool are trying to qualify for the Champions League on a yearly basis, I'm not sure Trent's your man at right back. If Liverpool get back to being one of the best teams in Europe, which is what they will try and do next season, he is your man. But right now, the lad needs help. And also, I do question or think about what are the messages he's getting on a daily basis in terms of his defending. Is it actually highlighted? Do they want more from him? Because the lack of intensity when he goes to press and close down is just not there. It is not there, and it's a million miles away. And it's really been shown up this season. And I feel it will continue to be shown up until he's given health, maybe off the pitch, by the staff working on his defending a lot more, or bringing a right back in.
Does this not go back to the conversation we had before the game in the contrast between the two squads, Liverpool and Real Madrid, Liverpool's loyalty versus Real Madrid's ruthlessness in being able to transform a squad over the years?
Yes, I agree with something like that. I mean, I think we always have this vision of is a player good enough? Now, when you talk about, say, the top 4 teams in England or top 6 teams, I always judge someone is good enough when they've won a league or a Champions League. That's almost that badge of honour. Those Liverpool players have got that. But once you win that, it doesn't mean you're good enough for the rest of your career because you've had that spell. Players peak at different times. We all think everybody peaks at 28, 29. But everybody's different. So you look at certain players, they have the best years in the early 20s. Some players, me in particular, mine was later on in my career, I had to build up to become a better player. But right now, some of those Liverpool players have fallen so far away this season than where they have been over those 4 or 5 years. You're in that dilemma of, do you replace them or is this just a bad season? And that's, I think, is going through every Liverpool supporter's mind. And certainly Jurgen Klopp's, who'd you buy in the summer? It was always felt it was midfield players, but they need defenders as well. And it's, again, is this an off-season or is this a decline from individual players who may need replacement?